Hey toy fans, Rob here, back with another Spider-Man review, and oh, wait a minute, I forgot to select the right costume. Let's fix that. Ah, there we go. Roll the intro.
Hey toy fans, Rob here. Let's get these guys out of the box and see what they're all about.
And here he is, straight from the first Insomniac Spider-Man game. We have Spirit Spider. Probably not called Ghost Spider because another hero has that name. But you can see he is in a box here that denotes that he is from the GamerVerse toy line. He's from the first Spider-Man game. We'll see his accessories off to the side, and on the back it'll actually give you a little bit of a history on this figure. It says, Spirit Spider, a version of Peter Parker infused with the power of souls, uses his Spirit Fire suit to channel waves of ethereal energy. And ethereal he sure is. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright toy fans, so here we have Spirit Spider out of the packaging. And I've got to say, I'm a bit conflicted on this figure. I wasn't actually expecting a lot from this guy. He looked like a simple repaint of a blank body, but when you actually look at him up close, he is a brand new mold through and through. That spider detail, the spider graphic on his chest, is actually sculpted into the figure and it's just painted accordingly. Same thing on the back. I mean, they could have just done a blank body, but they didn't. They freshly sculpted this guy from scratch for this figure. So in that respect, I'm a little impressed. But because we now know that this guy was sculpted from the ground up, I have some nitpicks. This is a spider character, and look at the harsh waist cut on this guy. He doesn't have butterfly joints in the shoulders, which of course you're going to need for super dynamic Spider-Man poses. And because he has that cut in the waist, he doesn't have the double ab crunch to allow him to really just kind of crunch forward and do all those amazing Spider-Man poses. So I'm not really sure why Hasbro went that direction. He also has feet instead of boots, which is, game accurate. But it means that his feet aren't completely flat on the bottom either. So he's just slightly trickier to stand than your standard flat-footed Marvel Legends figure. Sculpting wise though, he also has a brand new head sculpt, which I think looks pretty good. He's got a translucent blue flame on his head, which I think looks pretty nice. I do wish it was a little more up than it was out as far as the design of the flame, but it works for what it is. And then he's got this fade on his arms from the biceps and the thighs down to his digits. And, that's also game accurate. There's even a little bit of blue fade on his hips, which doesn't really line up with the detail on his legs, but overall this is a figure that's simultaneously basic while also pretty unique. Accessory-wise, Spirit Spider does come with 3 pairs of interchangeable hands. We get our fist, our wall-crawling hands, and the thwipping hands. So there's no grabbing hands, but he also doesn't come with any webbing accessories. Really, my biggest struggle with this guy is the posability. I want to get him in really cool dynamic Spider-Man poses, and there's a few that you can do, but it's just super limited without the butterfly joints and the double ab crunch and the sort of joints that we're used to Spider-Man figures having. Height-wise, Spirit Spider does seem to stand right about 6 3/4 tall to the top of the flame. And let's go ahead and bring in some other GamerVerse Spider-Man figures. Here's the Ends of the Earth armor, and here of course is the original Advanced suit. Let's go ahead and bring in Black Cat. And we'll bring in Miles. And because we have to with a figure like this, let's go ahead and bring in some Ghost Riders. Let's go ahead and start with the Death Metal Ghost Rider from around 2012. And then we'll bring in the Rhino Wave Ghost Rider. And let's bring in the recent Riders Ghost Rider figure. Alright toy fans, well that's my review of the 2025 Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Insomniac Spider-Man Spirit Spider figure. That was a mouthful. Overall, as I said before, I'm a bit mixed on this figure. Truth be told, I was gonna skip it until my son surprised me with it as a gift. And I'm absolutely grateful for that because I got to get my hands on this guy. He is a fun figure in concept, but while he looks like a Ghost Rider who happens to be a Spider-Man, he moves like a Ghost Rider who happens to be a Spider-Man. With all of that unique tooling, I'm a bit surprised that we didn't also get butterfly joints, or a double ab crunch, or toe joints, or any of the other super articulated joints we've come to expect from our Spider-Man figures, and I think that's ultimately a barrier that's going to keep me from having as much fun with this figure as I really want to. If you're treating GamerVerse Spider-Man figures like a Hall of Armor for your Spider-Man collection, well, this is a figure you're already going to pick up. But if you're like me and kind of on the fence about the figure prior to receiving it, I do feel like this is a Spider-Man figure that's probably okay to skip in your collection. Thanks for joining me today, toy fans. If you guys like what you saw here, please go ahead and give this video a like and share it on your social media platform of choice. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite GamerVerse Spider-Man figure is that we've received so far. You can always keep up with me at D21Beast, and I'll see you guys next time.